Mm-hmm.
if it's lucky.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, for service again. They say it was a motor issue. Makes sense.
No, it really don't. Because they would have picked that up on... They would have picked up on that the first time it was there. If they knew what the fuck they were doing.
Anyway, so the guy calls. So we were sitting there, went out to eat. Me and her and the girls went out to eat.
Sometimes certified isn't always certified.
Listen, so we're out to eat. The guy, I was like, dude, I'm out to dinner. He's like, oh, you're out to dinner? I said, yeah. I said, I took my family out to eat.
Your first mistake is giving them your personal line.
They have to call you. And it's on my paperwork anyway. So I was like,
That's what secretary's for. Hire somebody to take your calls when you're doing something personal.
He's like, so this, and this. I told them, I said, excuse me, I'm gonna step outside. So I said, I walked outside. I left the restaurant, went outside. I said, bro, I'm at dinner with my family. He's like, I'm sorry. And I was like, and he was talking and shit. And then, so I'm like, bro, I don't care what it costs to fix it.
Just fix it.
I said, it's got a full warranty on the truck. I said, the truck is brand new. I said, that truck is brand new. I said, but I don't understand how you guys service the truck on this date. We're at this date, and you're telling me I had to go back and service, and the truck wasn't even driven. It goes back in, and now you're saying it has a motor problem. I said, I don't understand that. And I said, because you would think they would have found it last time it was there. But I said, this is the thing. That truck is completely under warranty. It's got a full warranty. So whatever the problem is, it's your fucking problem, not mine. But mind you, don't fuck up my truck. Don't damage my motherfucking truck. Or it will be my problem.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm like, that truck has a full warranty on it. So, it is what it is. So anyways, I went back and ate.
Mm-hmm.
And I got an email when I got home. I got an email on the 442. So, I contacted, it's done, motor's done, everything, all that's done. I said, but other than that, I said the interior's gotta go, all the interior's gotta go in it. Windows, some of the windows gotta go back in it. I said the wheels are on it, brakes are on it. I said, but the car will have to be trailered because it has to be on the trailer. It has no interior. I said the motor has a warranty on it, been rebuilt, redone, it's all new. So I said it has the warranty paper with it for the motor, transmission. I said they were just done, completely rebuilt. They're covered. I said all the interior's there, everything's there. So the guy schedules to come the next day to look at the car.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided we're just gonna stay home. We just gotta come around. So the guy called me when he was in Erie the next day to meet with me. Dodge tried to call me when the guy was there talking to me. I didn't answer it. So we were sitting there. I told the guy, I said, he's like, you selling that? I said, no, I'm not selling it. No, I'm keeping that. So I'm just selling this one. I said I was gonna finish this car and drive it, but I don't want. I said I've got an old dump truck out there. I'm gonna restore. One of these has to go so I can do it. So we talked about the car and everything, and I showed him. The car was from an original owner that bought it brand new.
Oh, wow.
That had the car the whole time. I said the car had no rust. I showed him the pictures of the car when I got it. I said, this is what the car looked like when I got it. I painted it. I said, said, the only reason I'm selling it is because I want to get started on the truck. And he's like, she was looking at everything.
Mhm.
I said, I showed him the paperwork that I have on everything, paint job, everything. So I showed him all the work that was done. And he's like, well, he said, I'm interested in it. I said, look, you know, if I finish the car, I'm going to sell it for more, obviously. He's
Right.
like, you know, he's like, I get that. So we did a deal. He bought the car. And what I did was I went and got my sneak wrecker and towed it out to the trailer
Mhm.
and helped him get it up on the trailer with the wrecker so they could get it on the trailer. And so I sold that, got rid of the 442. So I wasn't calling Dodge back. Anyway,
No.
so anyhow, no, I wasn't calling Dodge back. I'd wait till they called me back. Well, she got up and grabbed me coffee. We were sitting there. Told her I sold the 442. She said, cool. Because the money from the 442 is going toward the boat.
Cool.
So, you want one luxury, get rid of one. Anyway, so we're sitting there. Dodge called me back. So I'm on the phone with Dodge. And the guy's like, well, it's not under warranty. I said, yes, it is. I said, the truck is brand new. I said, it's a 2022 truck. The fuck it ain't under warranty.
That's funny.
I said, did you lose your fucking mind? Did you flip and fall in the garage? I said, dude, it's a 2022. It's under warranty. Full warranty. Everything is covered on it. And I've got the extended warranties on them. I said, that truck is completely covered for everything. I said, plus, it's under manufacturing warranty right now for 6 years. I said, so don't sit there and tell me the truck ain't under warranty, because it is. Anyway. The guy's like, well, the problem is due to not taking care of the truck.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case.
I said, so since the last time I went in for maintenance, I said the last time I went in for service, it had 3 miles that were added to the truck since the last time I went in for service. It was a 3 mile difference. So in 3 miles it wasn't serviced, that it wasn't maintained, it wasn't fixed, whatever you're saying. I said, so 3 miles later it wasn't fixed. I said, because a mile and a half was driving it home, and then a mile and a half was driving it back to you. So, I'd say, well, apparently you guys, I said, apparently you guys can't do your job very good. Because if you did your job right, then why did the truck have to come back? Why was it this time you noticed there was a problem? Anyways, I said, I'll get back with you. He said, alright. So anyways, I sat there talking to Haley, and I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I said, this is pissing me off. So we decided to go down and get the truck. So, later that afternoon I went down. So we go down there. So I went with the service guy in the shop. I guess somebody else came in because the other guy was got off. So he's like, an outfit. I said, yeah, I'm here to pick up my 22 Dodge. I said it came in for service. He said, okay. Gave him my name. He's like, okay. He said, oh, your truck has a problem. Yeah, whatever. I said, yeah, we're not fixing that. I said, yeah, we're not fixing that. And, I said, yeah, it's funny how warranty isn't covering it or whatnot. I said, it's fine. I said, I'm here to pick up the truck. And, I said, so I'm here to get my keys. I said, I ain't paying for shit. I said, don't tell me. I said, you go in there and say I owe anything. I said, we're gonna have a problem. I said, because, the truck came in here for service, which it's required to come in for. And it's fully warranted, so, whatever. I said, so just give me my keys. And so he gave me the paperwork. Stupid gave me the paperwork. and I got my keys. Got in the truck and drove out. So I'm driving down the road, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? My truck wasn't like this before. But all the people that I was dealing with on the truck, nobody was there when I picked the truck up. It was a different crew in there. So anyway, I took the truck to the other Dodge dealership, the Dodge dealer up the road, up closer to the house.
Mhm.
So I took it up there. I pulled in. I pulled around back. So the truck was like, engine light was on the ship. So I get out of the truck, and the service guy come out. He said, "How you doing?" I said, "Pretty good." He said, "What can I do for you?" I said, "This is a 2022 2500 diesel." He's like, "Okay." I explained to him I took the truck in for service. I said, and then the truck didn't get driven. It got like 4 miles put on it. They told me I had to bring it back in for service. I said, now they're telling me the truck has some issues.
Mhm.
He's like, you know what? Don't even tell me. He said, don't bring anything up. He says, so you want to leave the truck here? He said, and he said, I'll get one. He said, I'll see when they can get it in. I said, all right. So I gave him the keys and we did a thing. And so I left the truck there. We left. So we headed out to the house. Stopped and grabbed coffee. We headed out to the house. And so we get out there. You know what, the sausage? Anyway. So we get out there. We get out to the house.
Mhm.
And we're sitting there talking and shit. And she's like, so what are they gonna do? I said, well, the other dog's gonna look at it. I said, because now it ain't running right. I said, the engine light's on. And it's not running right. Anyway. Went down. So I got in the wrecker, drove down to their dealership,
Mhm.
backed in and towed the Dakota, the Dakota,
That's
the Durango.
funny.
I towed the Durango out of there too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because they left us a message saying it's going to be about 2 weeks. I ain't got 2 weeks to truck me down. So, which is also under warranty. So I towed the Dakota out of there, and I towed it over there to the other dealership.
Mhm.
I told them what was wrong with it, and the part, and they said I gave them the keys and stuff. They said they'll get to it. I said, take your time, no hurry on that one. He's like, okay. So anyways, the guy tells me when I'm standing there.
Mhm.
So the guy's like, hey. I'm like, yeah. He said, you own the 22 Dodge? I said, yeah. And he says, I got the engine light off. I said, you got the engine light off? He's like, yeah. So the salesman's sitting there, and he said, yeah, it was a sensor not getting a good connection. Huh. So he's like, he said, you didn't leave us any paperwork on the truck? I said, you said you were going to go through the truck and see what was going on with yourself. He says, yeah. So I gave him the paperwork, and I headed out. got in the wrecker and I headed back to the house. I know I'm gonna hear from Dodge down there, but the truck is
Mhm.
under warranty, so I don't owe them anything. Both of them are. I don't owe them a dime. I went down, picked up the truck, got the keys, and towed her down the road. So now they're both
It
over
is
here.
what it
Yep,
is.
they're over here at the other Dodge dealership. Anyway, um, the Durango I'm not worried about, but they told me this time. Now they're telling me this time on it. We ain't doing that. The Durango ain't gonna sit down there like that. Mm-mm. The Durango did actually have a problem. We knew it did. But that's getting fixed under warranty. Anyway, so so the next morning we were
Mhm.
sitting there drinking coffee, and we were doing the boat thing.
Mhm.
Anyways, the next morning, Dodge calls me. So Dodge called me about the trucks.
Okay.
I said, dude, I'm busy right now. I said, listen, I said, is you telling me first, you're telling me it's going to be 3-4 days before you guys get the part for the truck. I understood that. I said, then I get a call yesterday telling me that it's going to be 2 weeks before the part comes in. Yeah, no one. I said, I'm like, the truck isn't sitting there for 2 weeks while it waits on a part. He said, what about, I said, I took that truck out of there too. I ain't got time for this shit right now. I said, I don't have time for this shit right now. I said, yeah, I picked up the trucks yesterday. I said, you have a good day. I said, I didn't know you anything because they were both under warranty. So I said, you have a nice day. I said, but I gotta go, I'm busy.
That's funny.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say to them right now.
Douchebags.
So Dodge, the other Dodge dealership called us, and
Mhm.
this is what's funny. They couldn't find anything wrong with the truck.
Oh wow, how convenient.
He said they plugged the sensor back in, he said, and cleared all the codes. He said the truck is running great. He said there's no noises anywhere. He said we ran computer diagnostics on the truck several times. He said we let the truck run for like an hour and a half. Well, he said not that long, but he said we let the truck run for a while. He said they drove the truck down the street. He said I had them drive the truck 4 miles. He said they actually drove for about 4 to 6 miles. He said to see if the engine light would come back on or see if there was any trouble or if the engine would start acting up. He said nothing come back. He said then they went in and they were checking codes.
Mhm.
He said and no codes came up. He said there's no memory codes on the truck. He's like, so I don't understand. He said, you should probably make sure that you take it to the Dodge dealership. I said I did, the one I bought it at. He's like, you also own the Durango? I said, yeah. He's like, well, the Durango's part, he said, will either be here this afternoon. He said, now, we're going by what you said on the truck. I said, yeah, that's what they said was wrong with it. And I said, so he's like, they're going to check the truck out to make sure that's what's wrong with it. But he said, we did order the part. It's supposed to be here tonight or tomorrow. I said, okay. But he said, we're going to go ahead. He said, they're going to go ahead and check that truck out too to see if they can make sure it's what's wrong with it. I'm like, all right. But the Dodge did not. My Dodge, when I drove it down to the dealership, drove
Mhm.
perfect. But when I picked it up, the engine light was on, and it was running weird. It had no power.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That is weird.
And he said a sensor was unplugged. Anyway, so I have a good friend that works at that Dodge dealership and Ford dealership down there,
Mhm.
and where I buy all my trucks from, and I take everybody there. So I was down there talking to them.
I think that's a muskrat.
No, it's a black squirrel.
That. Oh, fuck you.
Black squirrels ain't the same. No, it's a black squirrel. Anyway, so we're sitting there and so I called my friend down there. He's like, "What's up, man?" I said, "Just a heads up, I will never deal with you guys again. Never purchase another vehicle from you. I will never come there again. I just understand our business is done." He's like, "What happened?" I said, "I don't like the way I was treated, disrespected. It will never happen again." So we're sitting there talking, and I told him, I said, "You know what?" Anyway, I was so angry, I got off the phone with him. My salesman that I'm really good friends with down there
Mm-hmm.
actually drove over to the other dealership to talk to them about my trucks that are there. Now get this. I did not know this, but I find it. This is what I find out. But
Okay.
my salesman drove over to the other dealership to talk to them, and to find out what was going on. And then they had talked to the service rep and the mechanic
Yeah.
to find out, and showed them the paperwork on the Dodge, what they'd said, what I had to do, and they were trying to charge me for it, which I think they were trying to charge me for it that didn't need to be done,
Mm.
which warranty would have paid. But anyway,
Nice.
yeah. But it turns out the Durango had a shift sensor stuck.
Oh wow.
Yeah, what was wrong with the Dodge is it had a shift sensor that was stuck. And what it meant was pull the sensor out and replace it. The job that they were going to do on the truck required to pull the transmission out and shit. To do the shift sensor, you don't have to pull the transmission out, because the truck is an automatic.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Anyway, it turns out that it needs the little shift thing that goes to it. It needs to be replaced. So anyway, a stick or something could have hit it, or a rock or something in the road. But anyhow.
Very, very true.
So I was sitting there, and my dealership friend came to my house.
Oh.
We were sitting there drinking coffee. He walked up. I'm like, "Fuck." She's like, "What's that?" And I said, "That's the guy I used to deal with down there at the dealership." So he walks up. He says, "So Danny," he's like, "I get you're upset." He said, I understand you're angry." I said, "I'm pissed like a motherfucker, dude."
Angry.
He's
Like that
"Look,"
describes it.
he said, "I'm going to check into everything that happened." He said, "Now, I went over to the other dealership, and I spoke with them in service." He said, "I saw the documentation on the truck." He said, "They explained to me what was wrong with the truck." And he said, they are guessing that somebody unplugged the sensor.
Mm-hmm.
He said, that's what, according to they think, somebody unplugged the sensor to make the truck run bad. And I said, "Dude, the truck ran really good when I drove it down there, but it didn't run good when I brought it from there to the other as I went to bring it home." I said, "It didn't run with the shit going to the other shop."
Oof.
And I said, and I found out, I said, the Durango, they ordered the wrong part for it.
Oh, that's always wonderful.
He's like, "Yeah, they told me that." He said, "Actually, they were working on the Durango when I was there." But I said, "Dude," I said, yeah, and I told him, I said, "Service said that." I said, "When that service shop calls me and tells me that warranty ain't gonna pay for it, I have to. That truck is fully warranted, dude." I said, "That truck is fully warranted." And see, I told him, I said, I know what they were trying to do. They were basing it on the other truck, the 2021 that what's her face
Mm-hmm.
let her friend drive out to the woods
Yeah.
and fucked it up, and I had to get it fixed. Yeah, that one. They were basing it on that truck. That's not even the same truck. That's the one I bought afterwards. I bought the new one when I bought the two new trucks. It isn't the same truck. They might look the same, but they're not the same truck. Went from a 21 to a 22. Anyway, he's like, "That's right." I said, "The point is, man, I said, listen, if somebody tries to screw me, I got a problem with it. If I broke the truck and warranty doesn't cover it because something we did, 100% understand that. He's like, let me talk to the general manager and stuff. And he said, I'll let you know something. Yep.
Okay then.
So, went down to get the Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Durango, they fixed it. The new
Yeah.
sensor. He said the new sensor is not sliding. They just put in it. I was like, okay. He's like, I apologize. Don't worry about it. I'm not hurting on the truck. It's fine. I was like, I get that. Sometimes you get bad parts when you order 'em.